Who's ready to talk more about Danielle Walter's wedding? I know I am, because we have the actual wedding video now. We have a bit of content after the wedding. Like, we have a couple of sort of like meme trendy kind of videos which we'll go over just because they're kind of cringy and fun. But we have their full wedding video, so I hope you're prepared. I hope you're sat down. I hope you are locked in for whatever the hell this is going to be, okay? I'm expecting it to be a little cringe. I watched the first couple of seconds of the wedding video this morning when I woke up, because she just posted it, and I thought, oh, I'll have a little snoop. I'm kind of trying to check her pages every kind of few days to see if there was something worth talking about, and when this dropped, I was like, okay, today is the day. And yeah, I watched the first couple of seconds where actually we get a little sneak peek at their handwritten vows. If you watched my last video, which, by the way, if you are new here, hello, my name is Anna. Oh, welcome to Anna is Random, and this is my Danielle Walter series, which is probably one of my most popular series on my channel, where we talk about Danielle Walter and the mess that has been her whole relationship. It's giving very love bomby. It's giving they're both the problem. It's giving he's in it for the green card. If you missed out on any of the details, I do have a playlist on my channel, which is this entire series. Go and watch that if you haven't, and then just to catch yourself up, and then come back to this. But for those of you who've been here who already know, who are already caught up, who already know the deal, we're about to lock the fuck in. So yeah, like I say, I watched the first few seconds of this, and we get a little sneak peek into their handwritten vows, which we mentioned in the last video when we went through the People magazine article, because of course this whole thing was sponsored by People magazine, because of course it was, same as the engagement. And let me just say, it was giving generic. It was giving the little bit of sentences we were getting. It was giving generic. It was giving generic. But we will get into this. We will get into this. Also, I hope you're prepared to be tilting your head like this the whole way, like we did with the engagement video, because again, it's landscape, and she's posted it first as portrait, and it's like, tilt your phone this way, and then having to do this, and unfortunately I don't want to like download the video and like rotate it. That's a lot for a woman that, apart from when I'm filming these videos, I don't really think about. So it's fine. We will get the gist, and we will listen to what they're saying, and then we will get it from that. But before we do that, again, this is my weird cropped screen that we like to use. And yeah, so we're going to go through a couple of the videos that she made, kind of just like little funny meme trendy things. There's one where she's using a trending audio from The Nanny. There's another one where she's using that famous makeover scene audio from The Princess Diaries. You know, there's which one I'm going to watch, because I kind of hate that sound. I hate that meme. So anyway, so we're going to pick a couple of them. So for those of you who don't remember, these were the pictures we got. People magazine, all the lovely things, kissing, all the city hall wedding, which was very bizarre considering the fact that, you know, they are uber Christian, uber religious. That was one of the main reasons why she got with him in the first place, was because she was like, he's a man of God, and we just talked about God for 6 hours. Again, if you have not watched my video on their first dates and stuff, I have covered. Oh no, shut up. We covered everything. Also, I just want to clock in the comment section, even though you can't really see it, we have a comment from Rachel Martino, who, again, we have mentioned a couple times during this series, because her relationship with Leo, if you don't know Rach Martino, she's another kind of relationshipy kind of content creator here, but she's mostly like a fashion creator, but she's married to a guy called Leo, and their whole relationship is so very healthy, so very the opposite of what Danielle has been showing us. But Rachel Martino has been up in Danielle's comment sections quite a lot, showing her support, and we've talked about that before. It's just ironic that Rachel Martino is in such a healthy relationship, and I love her content and the content she makes with Leo. I love their relationship. It looks amazing. And she is a great role model versus Danielle, who is not the best role model. But anyway, she's just complimenting her hair. To be fair, the hair looked gorgeous. As I said in the video that I made about this, she did look good, okay? She looked stunning. Fair enough. The theme of the wedding that we got was meant to be old Hollywood. It was a little bit mismatched, but hey-ho, was what it was. Okay, so let's go into this video. So this one is the one with the audio from The Nanny. which I'm sure we've heard before.
Sure you have, honey. This is the one that I always pull out when my relationships start to get a little serious.
Nice little transition. Listen, okay, don't fucking be shimmying like that, girl. Okay, but like I said in my first video, the dress, I was expecting it a little bit more. It's a gorgeous dress. Is it very classic? I don't know. I think I snarked more on the dress in my actual video. Now I've seen it more. I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. It suits her body well. It's a nice dress. It's a kind of classic silhouette. However, as we did cover in my last video, the dress designer was invited to the wedding. Like, most of the guests at the wedding, like, there were some photos that were leaked, as I'm sure if you keep up with the Danielle Walter of it all, you've probably seen them, where it was some of like the place cards and like the sort of table list for the guests at the wedding, and a lot of them were people who had sponsored something to do with the wedding, like, let's say like the dress designer or something like that, like the team behind that. There was a lot of you know, sponsored guests, let's just say that. But yeah, so this is cute little video. Again, she looks stunning, fair enough. This is another one, which is kind of a bit more lovey-dovey. I'm sorry, I just clocked one of the comments that says that their chemistry is as natural as that diamond. Which I love, because obviously, again, like the wedding rings as well, in the caption here, were also by Dallas Diamond Bar. If you missed my video about their engagement rings, go and watch that if you missed that tea. But the engagement rings were kind of a big talking point because they're not very well designed. The stone is so incredibly huge to the point where it's kind of obnoxious on such a tiny little band with only a few prongs on it, where it's just like, girl, that's not gonna last. You're gonna lose that diamond so easily. It's not very well made, so it's just ironic that they made the wedding rings as well. Somebody said, guys, go run to Luke's story as he's living his Disney princess life, observing bees and birds, and cooking and living his feminine life. Apparently, listen, I don't know. Obviously, this was a story. We can't really go back and look at that. But yeah. Anyway, so that was that. Yeah, this was their more lovey-dovey type posts. But they're like, oh my god, guys, we're so in love. We're so very much in love. Look at them. The fucking Frank Sinatra song behind it. It just doesn't. The vibe is off. Everything about it. Listen, it's a lovely video. She looks gorgeous. Do they? I mean, I have to agree with that comment. That chemistry is as natural as the diamond. It really is. She's fucking voguing in that last one. Sorry. Oh god. Okay, right. I also probably shouldn't be playing that too much because I will probably get copyrighted for the song, so that's fine. So, anyway, let's move on to the actual wedding video. 24,000 likes, guys. Let's get into this. I think this was posted like last night or something. Obviously, I'm in the UK. She's in San Francisco at different time zones again, obviously. But anyway, let's get into this. Again, be prepared to be doing this the whole time, but we're gonna listen to what they say, and everything's gonna be fine, and hopefully they haven't used any copyright music. Please, 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 please. We're good. Okay, let's do this. Wedding video.
My love, my heart is filled with gratitude, knowing that one day I prayed for you. I prayed for a woman with your qualities, and in His amazing grace, God prepared the perfect day, the perfect time, and the perfect moment for me to see your beautiful smile for the very first time.
I warned you it was kind of generic, huh? I mean, this kind of is reflective of a lot of the things that we've talked about when we've covered his content, isn't it? It's very... Again, it's ironic that they had a City Hall wedding when they're so very God-focused, when they're so very... God did everything for us, and yeah, God does everything for you, but like, you know, they're not wrong in saying that, but when it comes to this, and the way they view it and say it, it's just like, no, girl, that's just not it, is it? Again, this is her like getting her head on and stuff, but yeah, it's basically just a copy and paste of the kind of things that he says on his Instagram. It feels kind of, as much as it's trying to come across like dead personal, it kind of comes across as kind of impersonal. You know what I mean? Are you also getting that vibe? Anyway.
Lucas, you are more than I could have ever dreamed up for myself. I waited so long for you, and I still wasn't prepared for how good you are.
I waited so long for you at 34. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Again, she was a dating coach and like a not dating coach, but she was a dating content creator before she met Lucas. Again, we covered all this in my series, but she's like, I waited so long for you so that you could come along and basically rush the entire relationship. And it's the fact she's like, I couldn't have imagined you being like so good, and it's like, yeah, because he love bombed you, girl. That's why it feels like that, because he love bombed you.
Thank you for answering the call God put on your life. If you hadn't, we would have never met. Thank you for loving me.
The fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? The last sentence, she was like, thank you for answering and doing the call that God gave you, because otherwise we wouldn't have met. What, was God calling him to be an Uber driver? Was that what, is that what she's saying? Because if you know, you know. If you know, that's it. But, like, that's such a weird sentence to say. What the fuck does that mean? Like, his whole life was just centered around her, and like his whole, like, what? I don't get that last sentence. I can't lie to you. I really can't. But yeah, I think this is her probably walking down the aisle. Look, there's the acoustic kind of string band there that was playing Coldplay, apparently, if you read the article that People magazine did. But yeah, let's continue.
Me wholly and completely, without exception.
My greatest desire, my glory, will always be.
Is he crying? Oh, I didn't spot it.
Your freedom, your confidence,
Oh, here we go.
your courage, your peace, and your happiness. These are the things that I want to protect for the rest of my life.
Oh, it's giving his Instagram speeches again. It's giving his... Listen, it's very lovely, but it is giving his Instagram speeches again. Again, we've covered his content on my channel, and it's very generic and weird. Like, his words don't match his actions. I think that's the main thing that we've pointed out whenever we've covered his content, is that, yeah, he'll say all these lovely things and try and empower other men to be leaders and whatever, but in practice, it doesn't quite come across like that. It just doesn't. You know? So it's ironic that he's basically, again, it's a copy-paste of what he says on Instagram.
Loving you is my commitment.
And there's the kissy
before
kissy.
God.
In all seasons, happy and hard, I vow to pray with you for clarity, comfort, and direction. And as...
Yeah, because you've been doing that so far with whatever the struggles have been so far in your relationship, whether it's been the backlash that you've been receiving for this absolute mess, and for the 23-part series that you did when you guys first got together, trying to justify the relationship and everything, and how much you rushed everything, like, and she said, like, it's not been easy. Like, there's been a couple of times where she's hinted at them not exactly being smooth sailing. Also, look at this freeze frame that I've frozen it on. You see how he's just fucking staring straight ahead, smile on his face like, this is all for me, and she's looking at him like he's her entire world. Like, that right there is their whole relationship summed up in one screenshot. It just kind of is, isn't it? Anyway,
we are navigating life together, I vow to dream with you and to never stop dreaming, to never stop answering the call God put on our life together.
cringe. Oh my god, lovey-dovey.
Danielle never really was looking for somebody to check off all the boxes. She was looking for someone whose heart checked off the ones that mattered.
Excuse me, what the fuck? Dude, what? Who the fuck is that saying that, first of all? But also, that's just a lie. Oh, that's straight up a lie. That's just straight up a lie. And also, what the hell does that mean? She was never looking for somebody to check all the boxes. Just some of the ones that mattered. What does that mean? What does that mean? What, so she's compromising with Lucas? Is that what you're trying to imply? Is that somebody being shady right there? Is that somebody being shady towards her and also the relationship? Is that someone being incredibly shady right there? Kind of subtly shady, but shady. Like, is that what's happening? I feel like that's what's happening, and I'm kind of obsessed. I can't lie with that notion. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that made me laugh. Because again, like we've been talking about in this series, how she's been a massive hypocrite in terms of how she changed when she met Lucas versus the kind of values and standards she was holding herself to before. So the fact somebody's just got an outright said that is absolutely hilarious to me.
To Lucas, I know you will value her as a woman of God. You will cherish her as your forever friend, and you will protect her.
That sounds like Danielle's best friend, who we've talked about before, who was definitely thrown shade. If you guys remember at the bridal shower, there was a video where she basically implied that everything was like being rushed because she was like, you know, we've got a very short window until the wedding, so let's cherish this time before she gets married. That sounds like the best friends. That's probably like the best man and best woman, like maid of honor speech type deals, probably. But the amount of times they're kissing in this thing, I mean, I get it, obviously you just got married, but like you're kissing in front of all your family members, like that should be at the ceremony, like, you know, you make us the bride. But to be kissing all the time, I'm probably gonna get called out for that. It's because quite a lot of people who in my comment section of these videos that are just like, you're going too far into them actually, and I'm like, I think I'm actually valid. But there are a couple of times where I'm like, maybe rein it in just a little bit. But I think on most occasions, I'm like, I'm calling it out as it is. But yeah, that sounds like her best friend.
I want to honor God in this moment. If both of us didn't answer the call, we would never have met. And so I just want to encourage...
Again, what the fuck does that mean? Again, what the fuck does that even mean? That we didn't... I mean, to be fair, Danielle has had content in the past where she's basically said that God told her to be a content creator. There was no other timeline where she would have been anything else but being a content creator. She has said stuff like that in the past, so maybe that's what she's trying to imply there, like what she's trying to hint at, maybe. But it's just like, it just was such a weird sentence to be saying like twice now. You know what I mean? Like, if we never answered our calling, then we would have never have met. And it's like, actually, that's not quite how it works. Like, if you believe in soulmates and kind of the red string and, like, God's timing and all of that, like, that shit would have happened anyway. Like, don't say, like, this was kind of calculated on their part, I guess, or at least on Uber's part. Like... God has a divine hand in Uber, it really does. But like, I don't know, it's just a weird sentence. I don't know why that sentence irks me so much. Let me know if you also get weird vibes from that. I don't understand what she's trying to imply there.
Encourage you that wherever you are in your life, if there's something that you feel pulled to listen to that voice. There's a path for you, there's something great for you, and God always works it out.
I mean, yeah. Okay. I can agree with that.
He always works it out. I'm here as a 33-year-old bride, never married. As a
33-year-old bride, never married until now. Also, it's very windy outside. If you can hear any kind of wind going on through my window, I do apologize. I should probably close that window, but anyway. It's a 33-year-old bride, never married, and it's like, okay, so now you're bragging. That's not a flex, queen. That's normal. That's normal. I suppose she's heavily Christian, so a lot of these people will probably have been judging her for still being single at 33. Even though that's completely, utterly, like, bullshit. That's fine. That is not that's not a bad thing.
Testament to God's faithfulness.
God is preparing our life. God is adjusting our life. God is creating.
There we go. It's the Instagram speeches again. It's the Instagram speeches with him all the time, isn't it? It's just the most generic shit that doesn't feel like it has any true like soul in it. It just feels completely performative, and that's something that somebody said in my comments in my last video about them having a city hall wedding and everything. They were like, oh, we think that the the Christianity thing is kind of a bit performative, and they're not actually like as Christian as they say they are. I don't know how much of that I believe, but especially when it comes to Lucas, I would definitely like agree that if either of them are going to be performative in this scenario, it's definitely Lucas.
And developing our dreams.
May we have many more years. May we have a wonderful life.
How many years do you think they've got, guys? Leave your guesses in the comments. Listen, as we've said before, we hope that this is genuine, and we hope that, you know, she has a unproblematic future. However, with our own personal experience, mine and people's who've been in my comment sections throughout this series, and, you know, everything else, these kind of things, these kind of relationships that start this way, the way theirs did, and carry on that way, it's not gonna last, and the fallout of this is gonna be horrendous, and we hope we're gonna be there to pick her up when all this goes down. But again, we hope she's happy. We hope she's happy. But there's no guarantee. You know. But anyway.
Love you so much. Cheers.
And then the ending says the Alcantara, or whatever the fuck his surname is. So now she is no longer Danielle Walter, although she's probably going to be still Danielle Walter in her username on her Instagram, because that's what she's been known as for so long, so she's probably not going to change that. But yeah, legally, I'm guessing she is now his surname. Looks like they had a lot of fun. Again, the dark red colour scheme didn't quite fit old Hollywood, and there was a lot of people in my comment section who were agreeing with me on that as well. It's just very interesting. It is just very interesting. Now, she's posted a couple stories. I'm seeing some stories here. This is probably...
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Good morning. It's me. I'm back.
Okay.
Wow. It's so crazy. I feel like I've been in this like bubble for the last month of wedding planning, and then getting married, and then honeymoon, and moving, and...
Well, it was the moving, and then the wedding, and then the honeymoon, and I'm guessing you're still moving. Well, no, because the move was meant to be so smooth, girl, because it was all sponsored and stuff. You showed us everything. We covered it in one of my videos. So, and again, let's just emphasize that she said that was her decision. Her decision. Entirely her decision. But anyway, we're going to let her speak.
All of these things. But we are getting settled in here. I cannot tell you how happy I am to be back in the suburbs. I mean, I've made so many videos about this. It's probably getting annoying.
I think she means her whole, like, Back to Type A from Type B series, which we briefly talked about. And I still believe that she's been becoming Type B and, like, preferring the suburbs, potentially away from the city life, because that's what Lucas wanted. And it's part of the brainwashing, unfortunately, but hey, again, we will let her speak.
But, you know, when you make a decision and you just feel it in your bones that it was the right decision, that's how coming back to the suburbs has felt for me personally.
Fair enough, girl. Fair enough. Hey, one thing I will say, that shade of purple, like, gym set she's got on, thank fucking God she's wearing some kind of colour again. Please. I clocked that immediately. I didn't say, but I did clock that immediately when we first clicked on this, because the amount of time we've seen her in beige and fucking brown for so long, and a bit of red, maybe a little bit of red, but it's so nice to see her in an actual colour. I love that shade of purple. Is it the right shade of purple maybe on her skin tone? Maybe. Well, I don't know. I feel like her skin tone's more sort of... Because mine's a lot paler than hers. We've got similar colouring in terms of, like, hair. Well, I've got, like, slightly lighter hair. Naturally, the ends of my hair are dyed black. But, like, also, I re-dyed my hair today. I've got, like, I did something different with it. So the entire under section of my hair is completely black. And the rest is just the tips, like normal. Let me know what you think. Anyway, but I don't know. I just feel like if somebody did her color analysis, she's probably done a color analysis at some point, but I feel like more darker colors suit her a lot better. It's a lovely shade of purple though. Fuck it. It does suit her. I'm being mean. Okay.
Great. We've been settling into the house. You never really know how much stuff you have until you move. And
Again, we've discussed her consumerism, over consumerism, and her obsession with material things and all the stuff in previous videos multiple times, so we don't want to have to rehash this, but it is also kind of the influencer culture, isn't it? But yeah, she just had way too much stuff.
A lot of stuff. But I've gotten about half of the house sorted and unpacked.
Cool.
I have like a full
Only half?
vlog of that. I don't know if it's going to be entertaining or not because I haven't edited yet, but I filmed a lot. What else? I'm so excited for what's gonna be coming next, which I'm not really sure what that looks like. Let me explain.
I've just clocked the skin tint she normally uses I think is the Supergoop one. You know, the ones you made like this, the sunscreen. Anyway,
I'm in obviously a new chapter of my life, but also what that means is just a new chapter of content and how I create and how I show up online. And
I'm so glad we watched this.
This has always been a learn as you go sort of thing, but I'm excited to figure out what the next thing is for me. And I think in a lot of ways, what has stunted me over the last year is taking things a little bit too seriously and having that stop me from putting content out. So like,
really? Is that what did it? Or was it just because of the mean comments? Really, girl?
in other words, trying to make things at a certain level, and if they don't hit
also,
that,
can you see this?
if it's not like
you can't really see
something revolutionary, then I won't put it out. I was
seeing
going through
half
my
of it,
camera roll, and there's so much content that I edited that I just never posted because I didn't feel like it was up to the level. And I feel like a lot of us do that, where we work on something and it just never sees the light of day. So this year, I've learned a lot of lessons from last year of trying to focus on the right things. Specifically, like, another example of this was the San Francisco apartment. And I think I've spoken on this before, but I'm using this as an example of what I'm talking about now. When I went to San Francisco, I had this whole vision for the apartment. I had this vision of what it would look like, what it would feel like, how it did, how, all the things.
Dollhouse, we know.
And I never finished it. And so I never got to do all of the things in the apartment.
Because you met Lucas, and then you started to be drained by that relationship, so that sucked all of the joy out of what you wanted to do for yourself in your own home. Which we have discussed before, but it's interesting the framing in which she's trying to use this, and like the way she's trying to justify it to herself as why this happened, when us on the outside can see exactly what happened.
That I wanted to do. So basically my priorities were all messed up. And now coming here, moving into this house, having learned that lesson, I'm like, I am not going to let things that are not fully done yet stop me from having all the experiences that I'm supposed to have. That is a word.
Okay.
I don't want to limit my human experience based on my own ego of things.
Ooh, she said ego.
Aren't perfect yet.
Ego
so
mention.
The theme going into this house is hosting as soon as possible, getting friends and family in here, and really just like enjoying our time together and focusing on what matters versus what doesn't matter.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm gonna be posting all the things. I'm gonna be just sharing my life, going back to my roots of content of just bringing you in and having this collective human experience together.
One thing I've always thought is, what fucking eyelash serum does she use? What mascara does she use? Because her lashes are always tea. Well, despite all the snark, her lashes are always tea. I'm low-key kind of jealous of the lashes, but anyway.
Bringing you into the next chapter, which is the whole point. The whole point of social media is to see how other people live, gain perspectives, be inspired, see things that are creative, all of that.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
I think for a while I lost the plot of that, and then I got in my own head. So I'm
Yeah, because again, as you said yourself, your life is complicated. Your life goes crazy because Lucas was not helping you one fucking bit.
excited for everything that's coming. And again, I don't know what that looks like, but we will see. Also, I still have like a bunch of wedding content that I'm gonna post, but I figure we'll just be here together going through it. Is this the right color? I think that's fine. And I'll...
Okay, she cut herself off.
Okay,
Fine.
side note, I am getting my shoes on right
I
now.
don't care. Okay, so that's the gym fit. Again, stunning. It's giving very Bratz coded, which, as you know, I am all about. Cute. Very cute. Very, very cute. Yeah, she's gonna share the wedding video. All that stuff. Pause on the wedding video. We had one final edit. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then that was that. Okay, cool. Interesting. I'm so glad we did that. I'm sorry you couldn't see most of that, but anyway. Let's see if Mr. Lucas has posted anything, shall we? Let's see if he has posted anything. Oh, we have stories from Mr. Lucas. We have stories from a Mr. Lucas. Okay, oh yeah, it's obviously he was tagged in all the wedding content from Danielle. Fair enough. Okay, stories. Here we go.
Power. Yes.
Okay, he's teaching a gym class. Yeah, wedding video. Oh, hello.
I just got home.
Hey.
After a long day at work.
Fuck it.
Come here.
Hey, bitch.
Come here.
Danielle's dog. Yay.
I'm fasting the whole day.
Why? Oh god, no. Oh, I'm so glad we did this as well, even though you won't be able to see everything. I'm so glad. Please say this is something to do with religion, please. Oh, I'm loving the excuse to call you a performative Christian male, please. I'm begging for an excuse.
I rarely wake up, but I like to use fasting to manage my calories, you know?
Oh,
I'm feeling...
It's intermittent fasting. Okay, fair enough. I was like, why? I was expecting like a religious fasting. I need to fast. I need to clear my head type shit, which we would have gone to down on. But no, it's just an intermittent fasting thing.
A little bit weak, but it's always good. Let's go play. I'm gonna cook our dinner, but play a little bit before I eat. Come on, mama. Okay. I took my shower. I put up a cologne.
Why is he so close to the camera and so out of breath? Why is he low-key trying to do thirst traps on his Instagram stories? I don't get it. Oh, hey.
No, we're gonna cook together.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make a salad.
And I'm gonna do sausage.
We're gonna make a salad. Sorry.
And chicken.
Why do they seem drunk? And again, it's that fucking the chemistry is as natural as the diamond. I'm sorry. It makes me cringe every time I see them. It's not.
The other night?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. In the air fryer?
In the air fryer.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
What the fuck?
You know one of the reasons that I drink a lot of coffee, and mainly in the morning? Because when I was a kid, when I was around 5, 6, my great-grandma, she used to do the coffee in the morning.
We're getting his
the
fucking
whole
life story here.
house
I'm
was
loving it.
smelling coffee. So every time I drink this, I'm remembering her.
Well, that's nice.
Acting according like Jesus, it's not natural. It's not biological.
What? How have we gone from my great grandma made this coffee when I was 6 years old every morning, and that's why I drink coffee too. Acting like Jesus is not natural. How the hell did we get here? How the hell did we get... Oh dear God. Alright. Tell us all, Lucas. Tell us why it's not biological. I don't agree with that, by the way. But tell us why it's not biological.
Like, how are you gonna turn the other cheek? Why you should walk the second mile? Every time we act like Jesus, we think we are acting because of the other person. But when you act like Jesus, it's not about the other people, it's about us. When we act like...
Why when he always does this, he always comes across really condescending. Is it just me? He's like we're children and he's talking down to us. It's like, my guy, you are not Jesus. Calm the fuck down.
Jesus, we are teaching our brain that's not our desires or will that will...
It's the word salad. You know, they said they were going to make a salad last night. This is the word salad that's coming out right now. And again, it is the same shit. We saw it in the wedding video, we've seen it with other videos that he's made. Like, all of his content is just like generic word salad. It's crazy.
Commands us. But it is our faith. It is our... How can I say the word? It is our commitment to God. And many times it doesn't make sense. But it is on this moment that you win from yourself. And you start to get connected with Him and disconnected with our flesh.
And again, it cut him off. I don't fucking care, though. Right. Well, that was enlightening, wasn't it? I'm sure we all learned something there. Again, it's the word salad. And it was coming across in his vows and the things he was saying at the wedding. Which, again, don't surprise me. Because this is just what Lucas is like. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a lovely little trip into what they've been up to recently. And again, we will keep up with this if there's anything else to talk about. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Let me know, as always, what your thoughts are on everything we covered today and the wedding and everything in the description. In the comments, sorry. How long do you think they're going to last before things start crumbling? Again, we hope that they're happy. We do. We truly do. But let's be honest, this isn't really built to last, is it? But anyway... We'll have a big old discussion in the comments as always. Make sure to leave this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really, really appreciate it. We're so close to 4,000 subscribers. I'm going to try. I really want to get to 5k before the end of the summer. So that's what we're working towards. Hit that subscribe button. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.